You were fired. You lost elections because of that foul language you use. You were fired by Zambian people because of hooliganism, which you are now showing at the funeral of ECL. Please, want to tell you that as UPND, we want to mourn with the other Zambians in peace. This funeral, you are dragging. Every day you are dragging it. You say this. You've been giving a lot of statements about this funeral. Please say whatever you want to say, but don't drag the name of the president into your propaganda. Because now that you are provoking us. You've provoked us enough. Enough is enough. Mwakamba Vyambire, Valanika Mwayano. You've said a lot of things to try and bring us into the fight. Okay? And what we expected was PF or the former head of state's family to spearhead the speaking or the talking. But the people are talking are politicians. So it means we have to respond as politicians. I want to urge the church as well. The church, can you go and advise who is the head of state, whether the former head of state? The moment ECL came into a public life, he surrendered himself to state. He's a statesman. Whether still alive or dead, he still remains a statesman. That's why this funeral should be given a befitting funeral from state. So you Nakachinda, given Lubinda, Makebi Zulu, you are trying to look for sympathy using the funeral. Let me tell you, it's very different from the sympathy you got in 2015. It is different. I was PF by then. It is a different sympathy we got in 2015 because Michael was incumbent. Now you are in opposition. So there's no sympathy you are going to look for from people. In fact, you are irritating people. People want to mourn in harmony. People want to mourn quietly. Look at the social media. You have flooded the social media with hate. Okay? You have flooded it with hate. And you are ashamed. Insone Ubuntu. When Kaunda, the late President Kaunda, may he so rest in peace, who ruled this country for 27 years, wanted to be buried in Chinsari. The late president, ECL, said no. This man is a statesman. It's only the state which can decide how he should be buried and where he should be buried. He'll be buried where other colleagues are buried. And the family did what? Gave in. But you, Balubinda, you want to politicize this funeral, even inciting people. I thought that white hair in your head, it means wisdom. Just confusion in your head. You want to incite your people. You want to incite your cadres because your cadres are thugs. We are not going to allow that, Balubinda. You are not going to allow that to destabilize Lusaka. You are not going to do that. Let the state do its part because this president was a president for every Zambian. 73 tribes. But you think he was a president for 2 regions only. Or he was a president for PF. He has never been a president for PF. He just used the PF to become a statesman, to become a president of this country. Don't bring this confusion. Nakachida, you are busy going with the letters everywhere. No, this letter, they stopped ECL from traveling until the UN rapporteur came in. That's when he was given to travel. That letter is fake. In fact, we have reported to the police to investigate that letter, where it's coming from. It's a fake letter. You know yourself, you know the truth. All what you want is just to gain popularity, to gain political mileage over the death of your colleague. You have troubled this man enough, Nakachinda. You Nakachinda, you Makebi Zulu, Lubinda, you have troubled this man. You want to trouble him even in his death. Do you remember that this man said they have retired from active politics? You went to him. No. The man came. He went to court. He lost in court. They said, you're not eligible. But you said, no, plan B. You troubled this man. You stressed a stressed man. You stressed a patient. You stressed a sick person who deserved to sit and relax. You abused this man too much. Now you want to abuse him even in his death by trying to drag the body to where? To where? This man is a statesman. Let government take charge. After all, you are even asking for money. Maybe you want to make money out of this funeral. But look, this is not the right funeral to make money out of it. This is a state's funeral. Stay away from this funeral. Let's mourn, all of us. Let's mourn equally because this man we are mourning he was a Zambian for every Zambia, every person. There's only one government, Mr. Lubinda, and this government is for HH. This government is for HH. HH is the president of this country. So there's nothing. I know you are trying to drag him, you're trying to dare him, you are trying to pull him into your confusion. But look, this man, he doesn't answer. He has never answered you. He has never said anything against PF, against ECL. He has never said anything. But you are busy. Hey, Hakainde, it's not at your level. Hakainde is not even at your level. He's a Zambian president. Stop what you are doing. Stop provoking us. We've been provoked enough. The church, can you please move in and help these people to understand that this funeral, it is not a funeral at the party secretariat. It is a state funeral because this man at one point was living in the state house. That's why state has moved in. Because what the state is doing is constitutional. What Lubinda and this group wants to do is unconstitutional. There is no way you are going to say, this is our man, he was our president, so we don't want state to come in. It's very unconstitutional. That is very unconstitutional. But to take this, but state to take over the funeral, that is what is constitutional. Actually, it's not the like of secretary to the cabinet, whoever who wants this funeral as government. No, that is what constitution demands. So what is being done here is constitutional. It's only the demands of constitution that this funeral should be left in the hands of state. But what we are going not to allow you is to drag an innocent person into your propaganda. That we are not going to allow you, Banakachinta. We won the elections in 2021 when you were very brutal. You were very brutal. But we managed to win elections, and you were brutal. Now you are not even in power. You are in a disorganized organization, whether you are Tonse, Uka, PF, we don't know who you are. Then you think you can challenge and provoke us to come and face you. Not on this period of the funeral, no. This period of the funeral we are going to mourn. And we will mourn as a demand by government, demand by the president, we will mourn in peace. If you want to engage us after the funeral. Then we can do politics. Then we can do politics. But for now, we are not going to do politics. And I want to urge all the people of Lusaka province. The funeral is at Belvedere. Attend. No one is going to harass you. No one is going to harass you. You go and mourn the person you knew as your president 4 years ago, who is the late now. Go and mourn him in peace. No one will harass you. No political cadre will harass you. This is a state funeral. If PF we want to start doing your bad behavior, do it elsewhere. But don't drag the UPND into your confusion. Don't drag the president into your propaganda. You meet with the state. You meet with the state police. You meet with the law enforcement agents. You're not going to meet with us. But after the funeral, you can engage us. We'll be ready to deal with you the way you want us to deal with you. Because this is what you're looking for. This is what you're looking for. We can't live in a country where social media, you open social media, it's all bitterness. It's all bitterness. People, you should learn. You were chased by Zambian people because of that arrogance. You were pretending that you have changed. Kanshi sumna change. Mwakamba vyambiri. Balani kamwayanu. Mwakamba vyambiri. Balani kamwayanu. You let the state mourn. We want to mourn with the family. The family should be the one to communicate to us, not you politician. When did you become a family spokesperson? You are just a lawyer. And in fact, you were discovered by ECL, I think, to stand in Eastern Province. We're there. Yeah, I don't know. You were just discovered recently by Makebi Zulu. Since when did you become? You are Zulu. Lungu is from Petauki. You are from Zulu, from Marambo, wherever you come from. Since when? You have hijacked the funeral. Because you people, you are used of hijacking. You hijack the funeral. You hijack the PF. Then you want to hijack the funeral. You can't hijack the funeral, which is under state. You can hijack the PF. We don't care because that is your own organization. But don't hijack this state funeral by provoking the people who are doing the right thing. Don't provoke us. You can hijack PF. Don't hijack the funeral. We want to mourn ECL in peace. Whatever happened behind, it's beyond. We can't talk about the dead. The dead needs to rest. The dead needs to rest. So I'm urging the church. I've seen the church, the Catholic, help us to mourn our beloved former president in peace. Help us to mourn in peace. Help us to mourn in peace. Tell them this issue of provoking us, it won't give them the political mileage they are looking for. It won't give them the political fortunes for 2026. It won't give you the political fortunes for 2016. Voila, it can't. You won't get it. You won't get it. You remain in opposition until you disappear like any other political parties which were there before. So it won't help you. You are just irritating people who wants to mourn their former president. People are talking. And unfortunately, you are confined. You think when you talk on social media and shout people are happy. You can sell people, you can see the comments. When each time you come on your social media, you see the comments of people that they're not with you. We thank God the maturity of the UPND party. Despite the provocation, we have remained calm. And I'm speaking as a provincial chairman, and I'm very calm. Very, very calm. But I'm saying this calmness has got limit. So stop provoking us. Israel is not he was not your president as PF. He was the president for every Zambian. So we ask you, let's mourn in peace. Leave the funeral in the hands of the family and the state. Leave it. The family and state. But PF consult the party. But you to try and this. Elo menso y'abantu barubinda. You know menso y'abaja makaddas banu waja menso yawe yaja. Eza kuletererana. Ubuthenjeshi bwanko kungweta sakamana. We are just looking at you. We are looking at you. We are monitoring you. We are seeing what you are trying to do. You are now jumping up and down. I can tell you that this is the time Zambians have realized that PF will never change. In fact, you have done you have decamped yourself on this funeral. If I was in PF, we are going to shock the world by remaining calm, remaining humble, and let state do its work. We bury him in peace, we talk later. But even before burying, you are issuing statements. Sabik, you issue the statement here every day, social media, everyone is talking, everyone is insulting. That we are not going to do. That we are not going to allow. That one, no. We are not going to allow you to do that. We are not going to allow you to abuse us. You have abused the president, the name of the president, you have abused the party, you have abused us. We are not going to allow you to do that. That you shouldn't do. Enough is enough. Mwakamba vyambiri, Varanika Mayano.